Hi, how are you? Okay, so I'm Stephanie Butler with Stephanie Butler, or Steph Butler Fitness, I should say. And I wanted to talk to you today about what is coaching, because I'm sure you have the question like most people do. What do these coaches do? What is a coach? What does a Beachbody coach do? And so I just thought I've been kind of making a list of what coaching is to me, because my kids even sometimes go, Mommy, what do you do as a coach? And so it's nice to know. And sometimes it's nice for us to have a reminder what we do as coaches and as fitness mentors for all of the people who trust us. So let me tell you a little bit about myself first. I am a mom of two little girls, 9 and 11, a wife to an engineer who sits right across from me all the time. I'll be 42 this year, which is crazy to me. Like, the fact that you've even hit 40 is crazy, but 42. But I don't feel it. And that's the greatest thing, is what all of this what I'm going to tell you about has brought to me. So I did not grow up a fit child. I did not grow up a child who did sports. I kept my brother. He was 7 years younger than me, and I probably could have done sports. My parents both worked full time, so it was very hard for them to get me wherever I needed to go, but they would have made it work had I expressed any interest. So I didn't, obviously. And I'm a short person. I'm only 5'2". So, basketball and things like that for us little shorties was not an option. So anyway, but in 9th grade, I discovered weight training, which completely changed my life. I still didn't know how to eat right, which was okay. That came in time. But I learned what working out did for my body. And so I was a heavier middle school kid, 9th grade kid. I had a picture around here somewhere. Oh, let me show you. I don't show many people this picture. Not that it just was what it was. Like, I just didn't grow up knowing what to do. But that was me and the little guy who asked me to go to, can you see that really good? So needless to say, not like an overweight kid, but I just was a heavier kid. I didn't know how to eat. I didn't know how to move my body. I came home and sat and watched TV and talked to my friends on the phone, because that's what you did when you were a teenager. So anyway, once I found weight training in 9th grade, it changed my life. My friend and I did it, and then I started seeing changes in my body that were good. I felt stronger. I felt healthier. Of course, I naturally lost weight, and it felt good. It felt good to have that confidence. It wasn't so much for me what kind of clothes I wore or what size I wore, because I got lip gloss on today. It's getting all in my hair. It wasn't so much for me like what I wore. It was just how good I felt. Like, the attention I was getting was nice. It was nice to feel, because I was the kid who kind of got made fun of. Like, nobody really wanted to be my boyfriend because I was the heavier kid of my friends. All my friends were tiny and physically active and things like that. And so anyway, feeling that made me want to do it more. So I started walking in my neighborhood, because I could leave my brother at home. He was older by then. And I would walk in my neighborhood and just walk every day. That's all I did. And then I started doing step at home and, different things like that, and really kind of got the bug for working out. So then kind of fast forward, in the middle of that, I had a lot of feet surgeries, which is a little bit irrelevant, but that hindered a little bit of my working out when I was in my early 20s. And so therefore I gained weight. Therefore my self-esteem went down, like, the whole downfall of everything. When you start feeling bad, then everything else kind of follows. And that was kind of a rough period, because, with hurt feet and 2 of them being operated on at the same time, you can't really move a whole lot. And if you're eating like junk, then you don't really know what to do. So then, I got married to my husband, which was my boyfriend then. I got married, had 2 children, and he said, okay, enough's enough. Introduce Beachbody. He's watching an infomercial one night, and he's like, we need to do this. We had just had our second baby. She was only, golly, I think she was only 6 months old at the most. He and I both had gained weight on my pregnancy. I think he had sympathetic pregnancy, and, he was like, whatever you want to eat, I want to eat. This has got to stop. And so we dove into P90X, And same thing, that feeling came back, that excitement, that confidence, that drive between the two of us. We found that we loved working out together. We are not gym rats. Neither one of us like to leave our kids. Neither one of us like to go to the gym and schedule that time and have to be away from home. We really enjoy being with our family. And so that was something that we, our kids were little then. They were only 2 years old and a baby. So they could sit on the bed. We could put them to bed at night, whatever the case may be. The weekends, they could play in there with us while we worked out. It was a nice way to not have to drag them to one more daycare or one more setting where we weren't around. So we fell in love with P90X, but back then the workouts were long. It was an hour workout and sometimes it was hard to fit in, but we transformed crazy. So he lost like 20 pounds in about 10 inches. I lost 20 inches and only about 10 pounds. I didn't have as much because I had pretty much gotten back down to close to my pre-pregnancy weight, but he was just struggling a little bit. He had a desk job and, didn't move all day a lot. And so then he came home and was like, okay, we have got to do well. But what changed for us drastically was from when we worked out when we were younger to now, or then, which was 8 years ago, was our diet. Our diet changed significantly, and that's what made all the difference in the world. Was these programs come with diets. So fast forward now a couple more years, and I am a photographer in between there, and did fine. Worked out all the time still, but our eating had fallen off again. We both were busy. His job was busy. He traveled a lot. We had two very active kids who were both competitive gymnasts, on the go all the time. And it was not until I started doing research about like healthier foods. We fed them fast food a lot. We fed them a lot of processed food, and everybody's attitude suffered from it. Not only theirs, but mine. I yelled a lot at them. They got on my nerves a lot. I got on their nerves a lot. He was stressed, so it brought stress into the house. Like it was just a bad dynamic. And so a friend of mine through photography said, hey, it was the winter months, and winter months for photographers are kind of rough sometimes. So especially outdoor photographers, which is what I was. She said, would you like to be a coach? I see that you work out diligently. I had been posting on Facebook what I did, what I ate, just because I like to share that. I think everyone should try to live a healthy life for you, but also for your family. Teach your family how to eat well. And I had seen in that time frame that we had changed our eating, and it made a drastic difference in our kids' attitude. Like no one cried anymore. No one fussed anymore. I didn't yell anymore. Everybody felt better and felt the benefits of that because we had started our Beachbody programs back and started eating healthy again and everything. We just knew we benefited from that as a family. And we wanted to teach our girls to have good, healthy body confidence, and eat within reason. Have those moderations where you could have a treat on the weekends, but for the most part you ate healthy. Or if you wanted a soda when you went out to dinner or whatever, you could, but for the most part you just had a healthy lifestyle. So she asked me to be a coach, and I was like, sure, why not? I'm already doing the workouts. I'm already eating healthy. I couldn't drink the shakes at the time because I had some stomach issues and some things we're trying to figure out. We have since figured that out, and I'm able to drink the shakes again, which are wonderful. So she's like, you're already doing what a coach does. Why not make some money at it? And I was like, okay, cool. Inspire other people, help other people. And that's what I did. So I jumped into this coaching opportunity this past January. It was 2 years. So the first year, it took me a second to wrap my brain around, what am I supposed to do? Like, I've never been a coach. In the meantime, I went to personal training school. I also went to a nutrition class and learned about the body because I wanted my brain to understand what was going on. That is not a prerequisite. It was just something that I felt like I needed to learn a little bit. But what coaching is and has done for me, aside from all of that, all of my history, all of the things that I personally have been through, working from home, you can kind of feel lonely sometimes. When you're a photographer, you work from home. You don't see your clients until the weekends typically, or evenings or whatever. My husband worked a lot. He traveled a lot. So I sat here a lot by myself because my girls were in school. My mom worked a full-time job. I can't sit on the phone and chit-chat all day. Like, I have to work. And so what coaching has brought to me has been so wonderful. And at the beginning, I just didn't get it. Like, you just think you're going to get a job. You're going to be a coach, and you're going to jump into this, and you're going to do well, and you're going to inspire others. And you do all that. You absolutely do all that. But what I have gained so much more now that I'm 2 years into it, and I'm very comfortable in it, and I'm very comfortable with, sharing what I do in my journey, because it's something I love so much. I feel like it affects a family so much. I feel like it affects you so much. And as a mom, you just get in that rut. You get in that mindset that it's all about the kids. It's all about the husband. It's all about where do you take the kids. It's about work, whatever your thing is. And you forget to love you. You forget to take care of you. And so coaching reminded me that I have to take care of me first, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of the people who trust me. I can't take care of everyone else who relies on me. Not only my customers, not only my coaches under me, but my family, my friends, my husband, and myself. I need to feel good. I need to feel strong. So coaching has given me all that by way of friendships, accountability, belief, belonging, learning and growing, because our company is so big into personal development. And I had never done personal development in my life. Like, never picked up a book that was self-help. I had learned a lot about your nutrition and your body and how you grow and how you feed it and how you treat your kids and all that kind of stuff, because that's what you do as a mom. But I had never stopped and thought, I need to fill my brain with good stuff. I need to learn how to love me for me and all that comes with me, the good, the bad, the indifferent, what I have to offer, all of that stuff. I needed to love me more. My belief and philosophy is, if you don't love you, you can't love everyone else effectively, because you're constantly trying to learn to love you. So you have to love you first, and then everything else falls into place. When you have confidence on the inside about yourself, about your spiritual journey, about your kids, about your health, about whatever it is that you're doubting yourself, everything else falls into place when you get you right. And so that's what coaching has done for me. Granted, the financial part of it is icing on the cake, because you get paid to do what you love. But it's inspiring others. It's helping others. It's friends. I get to sit at my desk in my house and hang out. I use the term hang out loosely because we all are working, but they're my friends. We do videos, we do training, we do, I've learned makeup from some of them, how to do makeup or hair or lash extensions or, all those vanity things that you want to learn, but you're like, that's silly to YouTube it. Okay, well, these coaches, everybody loves something different, and everybody shares their story differently. I've learned how to be a better mom. I've learned things about a marriage and fashion. I mean, clearly I'm not fashionable today. It's cold to me, and so I have my hoodie on. But fashion, how to put things together, like so many things that you get out of your friends, but you don't have time to always go do with your buddies all the time because life is busy. But in this job, you get to hang out with your friends. You get to work with your friends. You get to work with women who believe in you, who want you to do well, who help you do well, who push you to succeed. And that's what coaching is. Coaching is having cheerleaders all the time behind you saying, you can do this. I've got your back. I know you can do this. What can I do to help you? And so many times in life, we just don't have that. Once we get older, you're not in school surrounded by your buddies all the time. You're not hanging out, going to dinner all the time with your friends because they're busy with their kids too. But this community brings that. We earn trips together. We get to travel together. We get to go to training together. We have a Super Saturday every quarter. And, it's fabulous. You get to go and fill your mind and your soul and your body with success stories and new training and good stuff that's coming to this field of business. Health and fitness is everywhere, and everybody wants to feel healthy and everybody wants to feel good about themselves. So that's what coaching is for me. Coaching is friendship. It is accountability, because it keeps me showing up all the time. Some days I don't feel like showing up, but I know that I have a team of people who virtually are watching me and need for me to show up. And so it forces me to show up. It's a belonging. I belong in this place. because someone else relies on me. And I like that. It's not just my family. I want to make my family proud, but I want to make my coaches and my challengers proud too, and my upline coaches and all the people who rely on me for something else. It's just this really great community. And nothing is better than learning and growing as an adult. You appreciate it more, you love it more, you want to learn more, because then that trickles down to your children or your husband or your friends or your peers or I don't know, anyone else that you come in contact with. That's part of the inspiration, is that you get to share what you learn with everyone else. And what's better than that, honestly? This coaching opportunity has made me grateful in many, many ways for many, many things. Not only being able to be with my kids, I pick my kids up from school and I can still work from my phone or my iPad. I take them to gymnastics. I get to go hang out with them if I need to. And all while I work if I need to. There's not always a need to work while I'm with them, but if I need to, I have that chance to. On the weekends when they're at home and they're like, Mommy, we just want to chill today. I'm like, okay, cool. You chill. I'm going to do some work and then we'll go do something later. I don't have to leave them like I did with photography. It always would tug at my heart to leave them and go do family sessions. I love seeing the families I see, but it always tore my heart out to have to leave my family on the weekends because that's our time. And so I can build this in when they go to bed at night. I love you. I tuck them in. Everything's great. And then I come sit down here and I bust out some work. And it doesn't affect them. I work while they're at school all day, and then I make time to be their mom when it matters to them. And the nice thing is they have grown to appreciate that. They have grown to love that Mommy and Daddy are here because my husband works from home also. But they say thank you all the time. Mommy, thank you for taking me to gymnastics. Thank you for picking me up. Thank you for being there. And that right there is worth any dollar amount you could give me, is being with my kids and them understanding that they have such a great opportunity for their mom to get to work from home and provide for them and give them all these great things like gymnastics and the competitions that they do and the shoes that they wear or whatever else silly that they want or need, or it's the Saturday family movie. They appreciate it though, and that's what makes it all worth it for me. So if you've ever thought about doing this, please contact me. It truly has been such a blessing to have something that's just for me, but that fulfills not only me, but my family so much more. So I hope you have enjoyed my story. It's kind of a long one, and enjoyed why I love coaching so much, because it really has been such a blessing, and all the friends that I get to meet. And we get to fly out west and see one of my friends this summer, which I'm super excited because they own a ranch. And so my kids get to see what, like living on a ranch is like, because we don't live on a ranch. We live in the city. So anyway, it's super awesome. I would love for you to come hang out with us and see what this friendship coaching group, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, is opportunity. It's fantastic.